Hello and welcome to our game of the day coverage for round 7 of the Bilbao Chess Masters. Yeah, it's not just game of the day. We'll look at all the 3 games briefly today. So we had Giri Karjakin is the first game that we're going to check. And we had a Catalan opening. And this is one of the main openings nowadays when we have d4 on the board. It's perceived to be a pretty risk-free choice. And this is, yeah, of course, pretty much what Giri does in many games. He plays it close to the vest. Here we have a closed Catalan with black having played this check. Pretty solid. Huh? Black keeps the center in this. He doesn't take on c4. All these moves look pretty normal. Yeah, white has played a quick capture on d5 here, trying to do something on the c file. This is not a very popular approach, as the problem is that it might lead to very dry positions. We have a symmetrical pawn structure here, so 2 pawns here, 5 pawns there for each, so it's very difficult to get something going. In this game, white is a little bit more active, as we will see. It's got a little bit more activity, but with those trades that happened, this becomes less important. With some pieces off, it's easier for black to organize, and we go ahead a couple of moves. We see they got the rook to c8, and yeah, this bishop is a little bit more passive than this one, but it's not like this bishop is mating black anytime soon. So knight e4 to activate the knight was played, and white tried a little bit of something with a5. When we were covering this live, I thought that white maybe has a slight pull in this position. I mean, very, very little, but at least something to try. Bishop c6, yeah, to cover b5. And now Giri played the slightly surprising move bishop a6. I thought that he would have slight chances after the capture. I mean, whatever there is, it must be very minuscule. But after this, black had the capture, and the queen here is attacked. So white only has a retreat now, which cannot be the solution to the position. However, it's not a big deal. It's still going to be some trades. And here there is a weak b pawn and a weak a pawn, and those two basically cancel each other out. The way it happened, yeah, there was soon a transformation to c against a pawn. But again, these are two weaknesses that are just as severe for both sides. So it's equal, and we early, pretty quickly, I mean, got to this here. When, yeah, we don't really need to have a 2,770 or whatever rating to assess this as a total draw. They have an anti-draw rules in this tournament, so they cannot just agree to a draw quickly. They have to play it out to some extent, but if it's a totally dead position like this, they are allowed to agree to a draw. So not a very eventful game. Giri is not having a great tournament, many draws, and Karjakin wants to hide his prep, I think, for the World Championship match. We have the other game between the two I'm sorry, American participants, Nakamura against Wesley So, and well, look at the opening. Check. It's just the same thing. Both games are identical up to move 7. Nakamura, however, chooses an approach that I think is more testing for the black setup. He played with queen c2, rook d1, and b3. This is a more aggressive way of doing it, not trading those 2 pawns and open up the c file for further trades, but ideally try to play knight c3 and push e4 in the center. This is why So played bishop a6, attacking this, so that knight c3 would drop a pawn. You know, like this is no good. So white tried something else. He went for a4 and a5 is the idea now, trying to do something on the queen side. We had this position now after a couple of moves.